Aidan, it's great to have you here. How does it feel to be a Hibs player?
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. I'm in a pretty privileged position, to be honest. Kind of at my age, that obviously the manager was so keen to bring me in. As soon as I kind of spoke to him, it's kind of like a no-brainer really for me, especially with the size of the club, with the manager knowing him from before. It's always a kind of club that, I mean, outside obviously I'm a Celtic fan, but outside Celtic it's probably been one of those clubs where you have a kind of slight affiliation towards. Maybe it's because it's green and white, maybe because Hibernian's like the old Roman name for like Ireland, something like that. There's just always been something with Hibs for some reason, I don't know what it is, but listen, for me, like as soon as the manager made contact with me about bringing me in, I was like, yeah, let's get it done.
Yeah, what were your conversations like with the manager? Because obviously you've played under him before at Sunderland.
I mean, I kept in contact with him when he left Sunderland. Briefly, just like small chats here and there, and then, to be fair, when the manager's job, obviously when Sean got sacked, and obviously there was a vacant position here, I was kind of saying to him, you should probably go for it because it's a great job, it's a great club, it's like a big club. If you do as well as you think you can, then you'll go down as a legend. So conversations like that, and then obviously when he got the job, I was kind of thinking, not getting ahead of myself, but I was thinking, there could be a possibility of maybe that happening. With myself, I mean, I kind of always had it in the back of my mind that I was going to come back to Scotland at some point, especially this year after Sunderland, and I mean, I don't think I could have been a better fit, to be honest.
Because you formed quite a good team together at Sunderland. Do you feel that Lee Johnson gets the best out of you as a player?
Well, he certainly did that season anyway, because I mean, I've got a lot to thank the manager for. When he took over at Sunderland, I was kind of in exile really, because the old manager kind of had put me back to training with the 23s. We didn't have a falling out. Let's go over old ground, but I was kind of in no man's land really, and I hadn't trained or hadn't played for 6 months. And the first thing he phoned me the night he got the job, and he says, "Do you want to start tomorrow?" And we were playing Wigan, and I hadn't played for 6 months, and I was like, "Yeah." And then I played every single game, and so I've got a lot of trust and loyalty towards the manager because of that. But then also, I'd say that season he probably did get the best out of me. Yeah, I played some really good football under him, and I enjoyed my football, which is the main thing for me.
And what conversations have you had with him about Hibs and about your role in the team this season?
To be honest, we haven't really spoken much about my role in the team. It's been more probably just trying to. I mean, if you know the way negotiations work, it's just kind of. It's been a bit of backwards and forwards and a bit of medical things and MRI scans and things like that. With regards to my role in the team, I think that probably goes without saying that he probably knows what he's going to get from me and when I'm going to play and where he wants me to play and what I can do. So I don't think we really had to go over that, to be honest. I think as soon as he made contact saying, "Listen, do you fancy it?" and I was like, "Yes," it was like, okay, I think everybody knows what we're doing.
And obviously going back to when you started your career, played in Scotland before with Celtic, what did you remember about those games where you played against Hibs and Easter Road?
Always good games. Actually, I remember I got sent off for diving one game, typical offences, but always really good games, really competitive. I mean, Hibs had a really strong team then. Obviously, Scott Brown, Deeks, Whittaker, Gary O'Connor, like a really good core of young kind of academy graduates. Always really competitive, always a very good atmosphere at Easter Road. Always enjoyed playing here, I suppose I can say but listen, we didn't always win when I was at Celtic, but I always enjoyed playing at Easter Road. So I'm hoping that I can that was a long time ago, but I'm hoping I can transmit and relay that form into this season.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously since then you've played for a number of different clubs, played in the Champions League, played in the Premier League, played in major European tournaments with the Republic of Ireland. How have those experiences helped you develop as a player over the years?
Look, they've all just been good experience. I mean, I think in football, I don't think there's any such thing as a bad experience, really. I think you're always learning, aren't you? That's the kind of way I look at it. The things the occasions you're talking about were obviously fantastic moments in my career, great occasions, Champions League, like you said, Euros, twice with Ireland. I mean, obviously I'm an older player now, I'm a bit of a veteran, I'm just turned 36, so I'm hoping that my experience and things that I've seen in football and things that I've learned, I can help pass on to other players who are wanting to get to that stage. But first and foremost, like, I'm not a coach. I'm here as a player to play and play as well as I can.
Definitely, and you mentioned, like you said, playing to the best of your ability, helping the young players that are coming through. We've got a relatively young squad here at Hibs. It wasn't the season that we were after last year, but what are your kind of hopes and ambitions for the upcoming campaign?
Look, I mean, obviously last season was a difficult season for the club. And 2 managers, now another new manager, and obviously Lee. I think that the aim would just be is finish as high as possible in the league, and I mean, hopefully win a cup. That's my ambition. You know, win trophies, win things. Split the Old Firm. I mean, it's easier said than done, of course. I mean, that's a really hard thing to do, but improve on last season, of course, 100%, and then take it from there. I just think with the size of the club and kind of when I was coming through, when I played against Hibs were probably always I think at one point it was Hibs, Hearts were kind of trying to split the Old Firm. Hibs were the team probably who were the 3rd best team outside Celtic and Rangers. So it's probably trying to get Hibs back to kind of that position.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think as well that would be the manager's aim.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Aidan, we wish you the best of luck and thanks so much for talking to us.
No problem. Thanks a lot. Cheers.